Welcome to another absolute shit show. Well, it's been a week since the last stream. Kate Bush is number one. There's rail strikes on, inflation soaring, there's a huge heat wave. Welcome to 1976, everybody. Back in the dark ages. Excellent. It's been another horror. Let's try and change that. Let's try and turn some frowns upside down. Play some Championship Manager. Enjoy some chewy action as we delve in to the most obscure footballing league on all of the internet. Last week obviously saw some upsets, this one in particular, and some teams making some real headway, particularly Castor Troy regaining their position at the top of the heap. Good result for Co-Roma as well. And 8 of the teams there, 2, 4, 6, 10 of the teams, caught up on the remaining teams. So everybody has now played 14 games, just over halfway through, as the playoff picture starts to gather some real momentum. This is the sort of the time of the season where teams really need to start kicking in now and make a sustained effort to get themselves in that top 6 before the season finishes. As always, if you are out there in the audience in Twitch or on YouTube, pop in, say hello. Give us a how do you do, just so I know I'm not screaming into the void as always. And one thing that you might notice, a bit of an Easter egg for everybody, if you are watching on Twitch, is that you can now add in a very special General Smuts Ken Moncal emoji, if I could just work out how to do that. I can certainly make a hype. I don't know what the hype means, but I can do hype. Like so. Look at that. Hype. Ooh. Wasn't that worth all of that effort? And as soon as I work out how to do the Ken Moncal one, I will let everybody know. I made a big point of uploading it. Don't know why. I can't find how to do the other one. Well, that's fucking annoying, isn't it? Got some sort of subscriber badge, but that's about as far as I can get. Never mind. I shall have to work that out ready for next time. In the meantime, I shall kick in to the first game of the night, which, as advertised, is Flamingos against Unicorns in the battle of the brightly coloured animals, as my Unicorns go up against Legends Flamingos. in what could put paid to the Flamingos' charge to the title, and could very much put me and the Funky Unicorns in contention, to be very much in the mix at the end of the season. And I've taken this game very seriously for a change. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, Tato. Welcome. As I was just saying, I'm very much a gimp, mate. Very much a gimp. Feel free to jump onto Twitch, Tato, and see if you can work out how to get the Kenmon cow emoji going. Fuck knows how. Made some adjustments to the lineup. Personnel exactly the same as last week. But yeah, just slotting Elmander and Rosales, who are two attacking players, a little bit further back, just to give Joey Dunn something to think about ahead of the game. And obviously the main man maintains his position. 4 goals, 2 assists. It is a pressing formation, mate, but I'm here to win it. Alright? I'm taking it seriously now. Oh, crap. I'll tell you what, I am going to have to do something that I don't like doing, but because it's against me, I am going to have to start the game again, because I didn't make a change that Legends asked me to before kickoff there. There we go. So we're all now seeing how the sausage is made. Fix, well, as the ball wasn't even kicked yet. I don't really know how I fixed that. Right, so let's go back to that team there and get Mark Kerr back into the lineup as requested. There we go. Bench, yep, lovely. So, save it just in case I fuck it up this time around. Shouldn't be any further changes needed. So, exactly as it was before, except Mark Kerr comes in, Paul Eiffel drops to the bench. And undoubtedly, Jesus Christ, that's impossible to read. Fifey was not lying. Undoubtedly, I'm now going to be cursed by a Mark Kerr goal immediately. Seeing Chewy's name a little bit there. Hoping for him to build on his man of the match performance last game out. Hopefully pitch him with a goal this time around. But nothing doing so far. Looks like 2 probably solid displays from the goalkeepers, and that's exactly the case. Say probably fairly even on the face of it. Elmander and Rosales a bit further back have not massively influenced the game, as probably expected. I think I'll leave it as is at half time. I haven't seen Legends pop in yet, but then it does seem to be like our drunken night not so long ago. Just myself and you, Tato. So I reckon we leave Leave as is for Legends as well. It's not massively surprising that it's a wank game, as I've set up very defensively on purpose not to lose. Luckily, David Prutton is having an absolute shocker against me. Fingers crossed that is maintained. I think we'll get it to 60, and I think I'll go a little bit more adventurous if I can keep it. Ooh, to 0-0. Ah, bollocks! I can't. Well, that forces me to go a bit more attacking. And we will go back to the previous formation. Just moving a few players around. There we go. Am I going to make any changes? Rizal is not having the best of games. There he was. Oh, otherwise we're okay. So I think we'll just make that sort of attacking shift. Go a bit more adventurous and hope that puts us in better stead. As they're winning, I don't think there's anything. I don't think he cares about condition. But as you're there, Tato, would you change anything at this point? I don't really see any need. Big change, obviously, at the start of this game was Mark Kerr dropping back into attacking midfield. Jay Lucas going up front. As he's not playing against... he won't drop Mark Kerr, he loves Mark Kerr. I'd say Agahau for Eiffel would be probably the option he'd look at, but his Eiffel's doing alright. We'll leave it be. And we'll hope for a Chewy-inspired comeback. Oh, there you go. Well, you got your wish. That was bound to happen. Yes, Thacker. You join just as my night goes from bad to worse. Oh, wow. Oh dear. And that is why I played the defensive formation in the first place. Went on to chase the lead, got dicked. But that is another week where Chewy has not missed the target, but has not scored a goal yet. His shots on target, 100%. Wow. Yeah, to be honest, that away kit is a bit of a travesty, in all honesty. That was always going to clash against... Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. The fans did not like that. Got to defend the team. Oof. Nobody's liking Inamoto. It's a good job he's starting Thacker. Yeah, nobody's happy. Right, and there are our games for the night. So, Tato, you'll be up against Hodgie and Thacker as you are here. I've not seen our snub, but we will pop into your game first of all, so that we can have a play about with your team, if as needed. We'll get you on next, Tato, mate. Yeah, we'll get Thacker on while he's here. As I think this is maybe the first or second time you popped in on the stream, Thacker. I know you were struggling with your getting a Twitch sorted initially. So, evening. Look at that, we're all available now. Presumably Mike88 Fuzz is it's either Mike Savage or it'll be Swanee, presumably, who is today up against I thought it was that every single time. Yeah, I thought it was Swanee, mate, yeah. It's very confusing when we all have real names all of a sudden. The nice guy, Matt's in as well. Look at that, perfect timing. Everybody in to see that my game has been swept under the carpet, and that didn't happen. So perfect timing, lovely, lovely, lovely. So we've got people in all over the show now. Lovely. No two people from the same game though, obviously. That'd be too easy, wouldn't it? Lovely. So yeah, we're jumping on Thacker first. Debut for Nelson Vivas, who's only just signed and he's already unhappy. Welcome to the team. Lovely. And he's got injured in the fucking warm-up again. Right, so defensive midfielders. Shit. Fucking struggling for defensive midfielders. He's playing 3 of them. I reckon we Vasilevsky on the bench. It's the only defensive midfield option. In you come, Premier League winner, Marcin Vasilevsky. Evening, Dan. How are we, sir? So that's another person from another manager, quote unquote, from another of the sides here. No, there was until the injury late in the day. No changes from last time out for Asna, but Vasilevsky's had to be sort of drafted in. Vargas is injured. There's no other options. I didn't mention it, but there's plenty of changes for the Gunners side, who have gone full Mike Bassett England manager. 4-4-2. Benson and Hedges up front. Love to see it this early in the season, and I think you missed it, mate. You've already dicked me 4-0. Big J Lucas scored a hat-trick. I know you're on silent, so I will go with Evening 5 here. Everybody's rolling up all at once. Lovely. So what I'll do is I'll go that, and that. There you go. So now, legends, you can see the absolute devastation that you have soared all over the unicorn horn. Wow. Disgusting. But yes, now that is swept under the carpet. Let's get Mike Bassett against Jackie Charlton. England against Ireland, and that tells you which way it's going at the minute. Oof, penalty, a second penalty turned down. Well, the commentary made it seem a lot more one-sided than that, and that was probably on the face of the commentary that was coming. Steve Finnan. Now I know one manager in particular is going to be very happy that Steve Finnan has scored against the Gunners, and that would be Thacker's good friend, the stretchy sacked one himself, Super League winning Steve Wright. Any changes you want, Thacker? Have a look at condition. Straight through to 60, mate. Not a problem at all. I think makes sense for Asna to do exactly the same while they're winning. Well, that's dropped off very fast. But Still 1-0 going into it. Nothing doing really for Reyes. But am I right in saying I think only Hirsch there never played for Arsenal, so he got 10 of the 11 lining up. And only one of the subs as well, so only 2 of the 15 are ex-Arsenal. That's right. Well, fair play for sticking to a theme. But he must have probably the 13 worst Arsenal players possible on the game, unfortunately. Yeah, no problem, that makes sense. I'll have a look at condition. I'm not sure if you're one of the few that care for looking into condition or not. But everybody looks okay in terms of condition. Not anymore for anymore. Parlour for as well. Gilberto is a DM in centre. Remember, you need width, just in case you're going to go. Three attacking midfield. Oh, there we go. Kallstrom, Van Persie as attacking midfielders. Okay. So, presumably Gear is going up top, and we go in like that. Oh no, you've got your width at the back, so you can do that. Any arrows? Go to attacking and direct, already on direct, lovely. Arrows on fullbacks, lovely. And attacking mids, perfect. There we go. Any more for any more? Just let me know you're done once you are done. Counter off and men behind. There you go. Perfect. And what I'll do, I'm going to save that as your plan B option if you're coming from behind next time out. A lot of people don't until seeing people change that quite a bit in Duggan and the Scouse shitbag himself, Wooder, in their AFCON tournament. A lot of people were tweaking it right towards the end of games, and as Saka says, trying something different, and I remember it working against me and it being very annoying. Leave it be. One, it's working. We'll sort of take it to the end. I hope that all of those changes. Oh well, I was going to say, and hope that all of those changes help help the Gunners. But in all honesty, if it were a bit more profligate in front of goal, that would have been a far better performance, you'd have said, from the Gunners. The subs did a fairly decent job. There's nothing fantastic in this side of the pitch, so you say, yeah, that's probably the right direction that the Gunners are going in there. So that's good to see. Tato, we said we would do your game next. So there you go. Thacker's happy with only a 1-0 loss. Lovely. So no major changes this time out. Same formation for the Tato man. A few personnel changes. Moses has shown. Unsurprisingly comes out. Cater suspended, so he can't play. Rhea back into the lineup now. He is back from injury. And Swiatowski, Swiatowski, I fucking can't say that. And Akunaga start on the wings. Swiatowski is dropped back from one side to the other. And Wome comes out entirely. So see if that has any impact against Hodgie, who's on a very good run of form, as I keep pretending I know. At the minute, 0 changes at all for Hodgie this week. Hasn't been for 3 game weeks now, so settled, happy that he's got his best lineup, and away we go. 2 Super League stalwarts against each other. One with a big mouth, and one that finishes second in a game of solitaire. Yes, yeah, no Soroczynski. It's the exact question I asked a couple of weeks back. No, not even on the bench. Wasn't interested. On the face of it, very one-sided. Just nothing doing in front of goal at the moment. Yeah, you'd probably suggest that means that keeper's having a good game, and one of the centre backs, fair enough. I don't think you can change a lot there. Give it to 60. Sorry, mate. I did just see that. I was trying to press the sub button. Fingers crossed it comes in straight away. That wasn't on purpose. My apologies. I'm going to give you a second just in case I fucked your plan somehow by missing the fucking button. Let you catch up, mate. Sorry. The height of professionalism as always in the shit league. Oh, good. No worries, mate. Right, we'll do still make the change. You lost 3 minutes there. Apologies, and see how we go until 60. See if the deadlock can finally be broken. Plenty going on. There's always one every game for Tato, and that is a goal disallowed. Will there be any sweeping changes? Okay, swap that red. Davidoff on for Naga, and lash him up top. No problem at all. We still want the asymmetrical side of things, Tato, or are you happy with that sort of diamond 3-4-3 formation? Play on, play out, lovely. Okay, see if there's anything doing this side of things. I think the obvious one would be to get your bowler in. I think That there also makes sense. Just a little double sub. Nothing too drastic. Personnel changes only. See if that freshens things up a little bit. And it has the opposite effect. Still only the one shot on target, 75 minutes into the game for the Knights. And minimal interest finally make one of those 7 shots on target count. Very one-sided. Well played, Tato. That's a good few wins on the trot now, I believe. Up to 4th in the league with Douglas still to play. Still well within touching distance of those teams above you now. Fair play. Looking up, not down. Nice to see. Now, saw Swanee here. Fifey's obviously here as well. Save, sack last. So we'll go with some Matt as well. Swanee's up against Duckler. Yeah, we'll do this one. The nice guy against nice guy battle. 2 of the nicest men in all of Championship Manager Twitter in Statman Swanee with another stat-tastic new formation. I'm told that he tried this formation out about 6 times in testing, and this is the only time, this sort of arrow selection was the only time that it actually worked out for him. So be interested to see how this one goes against a completely unchanged Douglas Prague away team. Time of my game for Love Island advert. That's how I roll, mate. Here we go. So nothing doing in terms of changes for Douglas Prague. Well up there in terms of the playoff hunt. So I was about to say you would expect them to be favourites here, and a very, very early couple of goals there. And that is not going to be what Swanee wants to see. Very much down the Swanee is where those 3 points are going at the minute. Someone from Love Island's from Leicester, are they? Oh. I've not had any interest at all this year, other than knowing them. Michael Owen's daughter's in it, and the goalkeeper from Weldon Michael, she's 13, is also in there, trying to smash his daughter up. Oof. That is as one-sided a game as I've seen. 12 shots, 12 on target versus 0 shots on target out of 4. Wow. I mean, Roy Carroll having an absolute whirlwind. And on the face of it, he very much has needed to. Presumably, Swanee, you were hiding behind the settee there. Nice. Crack on, says Swanee. Alright, we'll go to 60 and hope that something drastic changes on the blue side of Wales. I do like the irony of being a dragon playing against the Welsh contingent of the shit league as well. 2 players on 5s. I don't know that you've got anyone particularly. Stick everyone up. Love it. We're going with a flat forward 10, are we? 3 of the black. Unleash out. No problem. Something like this. Is this what we're thinking? I like that. Thumbs up. Love it. Excellent. The all-out attacking monster that is. I tell you what, something I might have on here. I might have your. No, I haven't got it in here. Oh, that's a shame. I thought I'd have the. I thought I'd still got your formation from the AFCON, where I think it was called Fuck Greasy Chaos Magic. Fuck Greasy Love Swanee or something like that. I think I saved it as. Then I might try and dig it out so that you've got that available. Any substitutions at all, or just purely get everyone up front? I know you have already said done, but I've digged about a little bit there. I'll tell you what, I'll do that and then go with that, mate. Lovely, no worries at all. I don't think there's any need for any changes for Duckler. No subs needed. Let's see. Wow. Well, there has been one off target now, but there has been one more goal. Well, I mean, it's sort of better in the second half. You got a couple of shots on target at least, but that is an very, very one-sided and another very good Dr. Prague performance. Top effort from Stu there. Yeah, I think that one's back to the drawing board, Swanee, mate. It's not gone particularly well, that one. Sorry, pal. I saw Matt earlier. Haven't seen Dr. Shippers, who has had an absolute horror show of a week at Glastonbury Festival by all accounts, and he apologised profusely for not getting a team sent in last week. Absolutely understandable if you're in a field in Hampshire. Absolutely off your twatter on pingers. Understandable that you're not finding Wi-Fi to send through Colin Hendry lineups. So yeah, fair enough. But he has put in a very, very much changed lineup. Still very attacking, not quite as attacking as last game out. Still very attacking. And absolutely. Oh no, there is one change. There's one big change as new signing, utility man Guigu, the Uruguayan Swiss Army knife. Comes in to the lineup in place of John Welsh, who drops out of the squad entirely. I haven't seen Matt in a little while since he popped in and said hello, but that's the only change there. I know, Pfeiffer, you're a big fan. I believe he was in your Super League title winning team potentially, unless I've made that up. But you would expect really to be real favourites here. even though the Superstars had a very, very penalty turned down, very good point. And there's a first goal for the home side as well. Surprised, even after the very, very good point they got against me last game out, but they look good value for their lead into to the end of the first half. I don't know if Dan's still here, but maybe the only one who got my in a field in Hampshire pun, but very much sorted out for real ease and whiz in the first half there of the Superstars. Any changes, Matt? Very as Dan has made that pun in the swimp in the past, very much 6s and 7s really line up. Bang average throughout. I mean, I don't know that there's much wrong with what they've done in the first half, but yeah, that's probably the way I would have looked at it as well. I mean, if you play it through till 60, see if anything sort of occurs there. Nothing drastically wrong again there. So I think, yeah, pop straight through to 60. See if anything changes before there. There we go. I was a pulp reference, mate. Don't worry, it's all good. I was quoting the lyrics to the song "Sorted for Ease and Whiz" by Pulp, as Dr. Shippers was at Glastonbury. It's probably maybe change, but I know he's a big Bebeto fan, so they're winning and probably got the better of the game. Crack on, I reckon. Only Okoronkwo letting the side down, and Matisek having a very good game goal. Oh, that's one of their best. One of their best. Barnes for Mac. Yep. And then the other. Yeah, no problem at all. And the other change was who is worse out of Mason Javin and Kevin Kyle. Probably say it's Mason Javin. Is it Mihal Che at the time? Or is Mason Javin playing through to the end? Yeah, there we go. Kyle comes off instead. Any more for any more? Any other one you'd probably look at is potentially Bocanegra for Okoronkwo. But I don't know if that makes a big difference. Done. Well, as you've described every single Pulp song there, of course it does, Dan. Of course it does. And therein lies the magic. And absolutely nothing happened after 60 minutes. No further shots on or off target. And that is 4 points in 2 games now for the Superstars. Really not enjoyed the last couple of games, unfortunately. So, 2 games left to play. We'll leave Sack against Castor till the end, as that is first against second. Fifey, while you're here, Dalmat has not got the best, and Wes Brown have not got the best fitness. Did you want to make any changes before I click continue? I meant to mention it before the game kicked off, but I didn't. Slots. No idea. Probably something to do with your training schedule. Ah, there you go. Wes Brown has been injured in training. Okay. So that would be the obvious change for me. There we go, perfect. That makes me really look like I know what I'm doing at times when you do exactly what I guess at first and foremost. I like that. And then I'd say probably that, and then that to the bench. And again, done exactly what I've said on the tin. Lovely stuff. And there you go. Bit healthier lineup there. Get bent. I read that one. I was doing it as I was reading it. In fairness, yeah. I probably wouldn't have put Count on the bench, but the first one I certainly did. And debut for the loanee. No changes. Christoph Dugree was the only change, and I think it looks like he might have been injured in shit. Right, okay. That was the one change he specifically asked me to make, and he's fucked. Hey! Afternoon, Frozy. Lovely to see you, mate. Absolute legend. I hope you're well. I hope you're safe and happy and okay over in Ukraine, mate. Really, really good to have you, mate. Welcome to the shit league. There will be a lot of names here that you do not recognise. From 14 absolutely ridiculously put together teams. So enjoy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Genuinely love to see you, mate. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put Huntelaar back in. He was initially starting. And hope that Ebbs does not hate me. Cross our fingers and hope. Nice. Love that. It's very similar to that. The DTL that Mark runs on the forum is a similar sort of thing. The team who are now leading are managed by the Ebfats from the forum as well. I think that's the only forum representation, apart from myself, that we've got in the league. It's genuinely lovely to have you, mate, and I hope all is well. And as I said, that you're safe and well over there in Ukraine. Unlucky 5 feet. You seem to have had probably the slightly better of the game, but no goals. No goals. Again, all sixes and all at sixes and sevens in the team there. I'll look at condition, but I don't think. Yeah. Potential knee injury for Bellamy, and Charlie Miller's just tired a little bit, but other than that, I think you're go to 60, no problem. I'll pop in and have a look at Ebbs's team before doing so, just in case that condition of Craig Bellamy has made any difference for you. I think, to be honest, I'll probably do the same here for Ebbs. Maybe have a look at 60 for Huntelaar. If you can just... Yes, Tommy Gravison. This Frozy, you'll see the mix of the teams here are all over the shop. So all 14 managers, including myself, drafted teams from a big pool of really random players that I sort of threw together. The only caveat being that they were under 150 current ability at the start of the game. Yeah, Tommy Gravison is an absolutely minted now poker superstar. Yeah, so you've got a mix of sort of well-known, random sort of Premier League players, future stars that are sort of coming through on the game, and then just sort of champ manager faves with people. Yeah, so it's a lot of random names, but yeah, we'll go through to 60. Oh Jesus, as we said, that helps. There's not an obvious change there. Same, can't play out wide. Yeah, unfortunately he did, yeah. 5 years massive every case. Not if you keep fucking up in that gym, mate. I would probably assume this is the change that's going to be made. I will wait for confirmation from young Mr. Fife. Ooh, there we go. And see, that's why I try not to make too many guesses. There we go. Lovely. Any arrow on the muff? 5 feet? I think we both know the answer to that one. And a man can dream. Caught right stride. Muff diagonally left, like so, presumably. Tactic looks like a human. It is a bit. Yeah, I may have said that. Like a human crouched down on his knees with his hands in it, his head in his hands, just devastated at how shit his team are. Done. Lovely. Okay. Is there anything there to be changed? Explicitly asked me not to bother with conditions this time out. I think we'll let it ride. The obvious change would have been Huntelaar for Jocelyn, but I don't think he's done anything too wrong. So we'll play through to the end. Can the virus swarm all over the suffix and pull this one back. Certainly more attacking intent is on from the away team. And there is the equaliser. That has probably been coming for some time. We'll slow it down a little bit as we go into the final 10 minutes. Is there going to be a winner? So I'll let this play out, Frozy, and then I will... There's the final whistle. Hard fought draw in the end for both teams. So all 14 teams in the Australian League that we picked are managed by human teams. So I'm managing all 14 teams from the save file itself. So there's no online element to it. But everybody in the chat, you probably did deserve all 5 in fairness. Everyone in the chat drafted their own team, picked their own tactics, and has the option in-game of making substitutions and making changes where they can and want to. And 15 games in, we've got really, really close sort of battle at the top. And talking of really close battles at the top, number 1 in the league at the moment comes up against number 3 in the league here. As Fifey says, for a massive opportunity for one of these to stake a flag in the ground and really, really look to put the other teams in the league on notice. Last time out, very, very good 3 points for Castor Troy to put them back to the top of the league, where they've been for a lot of the season, against currently second place Flamingos after they destroyed my Funky Unicorns earlier in the save. No major changes this week. A few sort of personnel switches here. Same formation. The big change was one that I missed last week, in that Gomez and Michelini. It should have been the other way around. And Krastic, or Krastajic, comes in for his debut. Hugo Ekiag drops to the bench, and I think we all know why. Look at you. You should be ashamed of yourself. I apologise for just shaming a dead man. Tetradze, yes, a name not too familiar to a lot of people. Played for the 3 nations in his career, did he? Well, obviously Georgia would have been a new country in and around the sort of the early noughties. So is it safe to assume he played for the former Yugoslavian Republic and Yugoslavia as well? USSR, CIS, and then CIS, and then for Russia. So would if he's Georgian, would that make 4 teams he played for? Just want to look into. I like that one. I bet there's a few players like that. I know there's a lot of the Croatia squad from Euro '96 were very, very strong nationalists for the Croatia country themselves. That doesn't surprise me that Jafar was about 40. Perfect timing as ever, Rocks. Just as your team are about to kick off. Kanchelskis, I'm sure, would have played for a couple, being probably the highest profile Russian footballer at the time, maybe. That's nice to know. That's really good. A very good keeper. I know he was probably playing until only a few years ago, I believe. Again, another slight change in similar to myself actually, in that he's gone slightly more defensive against, sort of playing against the opposition here, dropping one of the attacking midfielders back into midfield there. Nothing too drastic in terms of personnel changes. Joey Johnson from the halfway line, Leicester City legend, maintains his place. Regains his place in defensive midfielder. Now he's back from presumably suspension. Wow. In fairness, the team that Jafar and obviously Tenino, Ansar are on. Tenino should have been a lot older than he actually was in the game as well. And I don't think he was even Ansar at the start of this game. So away we go for the last match of the stream, the big one, the headline act. First against third. You're puzzled by this team selection. Was it not yourself who picked it, Dan? It's working so far, as Carlos Jax sneaks the first goal in to put the sack on the forehead of Castor Troy. Oh, I was about to say, I know you've never picked a team. I know you've not. You've just held it together. I was about to say the Michelin star man in the defensive rock in CM on the Rocks' team. Pulled one back there, but disallowed. Sava being in an offside position. He's playing 14 men behind the ball at home. Beautiful. Hey, this is a man who is the current Super League champion for a reason. It's because he's learnt his lesson. Rocks, obviously, we'll have a look at yourself first. Another team at 6s and 7s at half time. Any changes? I mean, I don't know if there's much more attacking intent you can show, really, unless you drag your defensive midfielders a bit further forward. But stick as is. There we go. Yeah. The reason is that Haji bottled it again. Is the there we go. I did see Rox mention, Frozy, that he is potentially coming back to Switch, leaving the gym car park that he currently resides in, to start streaming again in autumn. Yeah, I mean, living in the Ukraine, being sheltered from a war probably lets you off for not being on Twitch for a little while, mate. As excuses go, I mean, that's up there. Well, I think that means Shimodiak is coming off. I think Kentikio might be coming off too. You let me know, Dan, alright? Presumably, Steve is busy house moving. Did they both? Yeah, they ran into each other. They were having a contest to see who got the most letters in their name. And the ensuing argument switch rejects. Kentikio for That'll do. So we're leaving Shimajak on. Potential foot injury. Just double checking before I click through, just in case. That's kind of the sort of the vibe, Frozy, of the league here is a lot of names that will be familiar to casual Champ Manager players, as well as the sort of the more invested, shall we say, players such as myself, as well as some players that I'm not particularly fond of, such as Justin Walker in the middle there. Head on to Subito, no problem. We'll go on to 60, see if anything happens there. There is the equaliser right after the half-time whistle is blown barely out of the referee's mouth, and Sava for Kundo. So, and there's a second goal. Before I can, I'm still fucking dicking about talking. I've missed the bloody 60-minute mark again. Terrible commentator. Too much excitement going on. Still potentially injured. But that was a second goal. Keep as is, no Riz Rocks. Second goal for the Sackington Colliery. As the game swings like a pendulum backwards and forwards. All over the shop. What a game to finish off the stream. Love to see it. Just hold there a little minute, see if Dan has any further adjustments. Whether there's another defensive midfielder that can come in for Romeo, maybe. Swap with Jacks. No problem. Is Bruno staying in the middle of midfield, or is he dropping back into defensive midfield? Arrows staying where they are. Any more for any more, then? That's all, no problem at all. And an unlikely, potentially winning goal scorer. It's a great idea, mate. Yeah, you can find me here every week. You bet for the draw here. I tell you what, I wouldn't put it past Rocks. In fairness, very, very even. Willie Sagnol goal separating the teams at the minute. France 98 World Cup winning right back Willie Sagnol is the difference between the two teams. Right at the death there. Thought there was going to be a twist in the tail. Nothing. And for prosperity. Oh, lovely Rocks. Thank you so much for being in the league, mate. Fuck your fucking O in the Super League, having tried every player in the database. 8 at the back at home. Willie Sagnol contracting fucks. Fucking corrupt refs. A fucking joke. Back to the top of the league. Willie Sagnol's the Georgia head coach. Wow. Oh, sensational. Love it. That is very, very interesting reading now. very, very, very tight at the top. The results there have really given Minimal Interest and Dukla Prague the chance to very much stick with the pack there. Again, that's 2 weeks in a row that both Tato and Stu will be very happy with results, and in fairness, three points out of the 6 in those last 2 games against Sac and Flamingos. Yes, Legends, you absolutely cunted me. I will put it back on the screen, but I won't enjoy it. Well done. I held out for 70 minutes and then got beaten. Hard. Very, very badly. And I think that's potentially put the Funky Unicorns' playoff hopes. Oh, no, actually. No, I don't think that's as bad as I actually thought. I thought I was further adrift than that. Yeah, Super J Lucas has absolutely ruined me there. Probably not a game I'd ever expected to get anything out of, but I'd rather have not got beat 4-0, in all honesty. And now you probably have to think, Sandfields aside, I'm looking down the league rather than up it, which is a worry. Still no goal from my main man, the Gabonese goal machine. Still yet to score for me, which is a worry. But that's how the land lies as we go into next week's fixtures. Flamingos with an early game again against Swanee, and not all of us playing again. Is that me and Shamrock? Have we got any games there? Okay, so we're all split. So we do all play next time out, but we just really randomly just really split all over the place. So everybody does play next weekend. Flamingo Sandfields first up, and then myself and Asna will be headlining. I'll ask the question of our Irish friend, see if he wants to jump on comms with me next week, to see us through. Wow, 12 somersaults. I'm tired just thinking of that. That's unreal. Yeah, probably Duckler against Minimal Interest would be the pick of the rest of the games. Castor Troy, a chance for Daniel Jimenez maybe to regain some form against the Gunners, who played much better out this time out. And Fife, he's probably a little worried after the last couple of games for the probably far more informed than you expected Shipman Superstars. Frozy Lucky, thanks for being here, mate. Please stay safe, buddy. We're all thinking of you, and we're all hoping for a peaceful resolution sooner rather than later. By peaceful, I mean Mr. Putin fucking the hell off. Back to the hole he belongs in. Thank you all to the rest of you for being here, all you faithful managers. Most managers in tonight, which was great to see. Lovely. Definitely, that's the outcome we're all hoping for, Frozy. A free and peaceful Ukraine sooner rather than later as well. But in the interim, please do stay safe, mate. And thanks for dropping in. Thanks everybody else for dropping in too. Same time next week, 9 o'clock ish. I've been on time for a few weeks in a row now, which is unheard of. Next Wednesday. Fuck me, I done that last time. And we'll do this all again. It's been emotional. Appreciate it all. Yeah, we shall see you again in a week's time. From all of us here at the Small Horse Invitational Tournament, I hope your week is as shit as this league.